This year I beat 16 games, and with 2025 coming to a close, I want to share with you the 5 most awesome of these games in my own personal opinion. I promise you these will likely be controversial, especially number 2. To be clear, I played and beat these games in 2025, but that does not mean that they were released this year. As always, I like to keep things as spoiler free as possible. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. Now cue the definitely not AI intro. Coming in at a very respectable number 5, we have Cyberpunk 2077. This is a game that was originally a trash can of a dumpster fire of a steaming pile of monkey dung upon release. CD Projekt Red, also known for The Witcher 3, released Cyberpunk 2077 in such a rough shape that they were issuing refunds for a large portion of the people who bought it, and rightfully so. However, they weren't ready to just accept defeat. Instead, they did what very few other development teams were willing to do, and they got back to action and somehow fixed it. While it's not perfect, it was still good enough for my number 5 spot. Here's what makes this game great. It is rare to see a dev team create such a sprawling, lifelike, believable city as Night City. The characters in the game are truly memorable. Even many of the NPCs will leave an impression on you that lasts quite a while. As many of you may know, freaking John Wick himself, Keanu Reeves, is a main character in the game. Johnny Utah Reeves. Okay, I'll stop drooling and tell you more about it. The cars are cool, and like in GTA, you can pretty much steal and drive any vehicle. There are plenty of side missions, many of them being so much fun they could easily be main missions in other games. The combat and shooting are excellent, consisting of some stealth, some hacking, some sex type stuff, and lots of shenanigans. Depending on how you play the game and the decisions you make, there are a few different endings which add to replayability. I would strongly recommend this game to anyone, especially those of you who gave up on it at launch. Just try it. Oh, and by the way, Keanu freaking Neo Reeves! Next at number 4, we have Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Before you beat me up in the comment section, at least hear me out. Besides, number 2 will have you screaming at me in all caps at me anyway, so I don't know if this game hit me at the perfect time or what, but I must have really needed some fast-paced ninja action or something, because when I picked this up in a Game Pass, I couldn't put it down. Before trying this one, the last Ninja Gaiden game I played was a platform style game that was brutally hard. This game is much more modern than those games. Graphically, it looked great. I wouldn't accuse it of being hyper realistic, but it had a shiny coat of paint. It had a way of getting me hooked and having me thinking I was getting good just to knock me back down like the glutton for punishment that I am. The combat feels good and flows very nicely. You have just enough at your disposal to keep the sense of newness going. The pace of the game is very good as well. It doesn't overstay its welcome. If you enjoy badassery and so much combo mashing you can't use your hands anymore, mixed with a good enough, albeit not great story, then I think you'll understand why I put this one here at number 4. And at number 3, we have the 2018 God of War reboot or whatever. It was nice. of PlayStation to allow us humble PC gamers to play this one. We should all bow down and kiss their feet. This God of War game gets a bit of hate for making a badass god be a daddy with a heart and feelings and all that mushy shit. I, however, as a refined chupacabra, was still willing to see it for what it is. A freaking masterpiece. For the whiners, you still get to absolutely slaughter folks. Only this time you get to corrupt your little boy into being a killing machine too. The story to this one is great. It's not just a bit of father-son bonding, but yet it's a lot of father-son bonding. It has great pacing, tense moments, badass fights, plenty of fun side stuff, collectibles, memorable characters, interesting and beautiful landscapes, and oh yeah, a lot of male bonding. Just play it, guys, unless you have daddy issues. Oh boy, here we go. Time to light your torches and grab your pitchforks, because number 2 is Borderlands 3. Fight me. Hello? Anybody there? Where'd they all go? Guess everyone left at this one. Let me tell you, few people remaining, why I love this game in spite of the hype train that runs straight through this game. The main reason is the combat and shooting in this game is by far the best of any of the Borderlands games so far. To be fair, I haven't tried Borderlands 4 yet. Yes, daggone it. The story isn't great, and the Calypso twins couldn't hold Handsome Jack's jockey strap. Believe me, I know it, and I hear you. Another thing I like, while other more hardcore Borderlands nuts see as a weakness, is the loot is so much better. And the 11 billion guns are very good and fun to use. I enjoyed hijacking the vehicles and turning them in for parts, though I'll admit they still left out gun customization and instead allow you to customize the whip. Yet that's actually dumb. Also, why open just one vault when you can open one up on every planet? They went huge on this one. And if Mewil will hurry up and finish the story, we are planning on streaming the DLCs on our other channel we created together called Chupa Trupas. I hear the DLCs are great. One more tiny little detail I forgot. Fuck Randy Pitchford. Right in the ass. After all this stunning and truly magnificent list, I know you're all thinking number 1 better be an absolute banger. Well, Wo Long and Fallen Dynasty is a banger to me, so erase the hate, especially if you've never even played it. Hardcore Souls-like fans sit on Reddit shitting on anyone who hasn't beaten Bloodborne 60 times, would argue that this game isn't worthy of a Souls-like designation since it's all about the parry system. And to them I say, go change your diaper, snob. And as for the parry argument, those same people swear by Sekiro, so suck it, nerds. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I rest my case. Now let's talk about why this game belongs at number 1. I enjoyed every moment I played this game, which by the way was like 100 hours, possibly more. I thoroughly enjoyed getting my ass kicked almost as much as the dopamine rush when I finally was able to advance past each boss. I thought the system of flags was not only save points and upgrade spots, but as a way of boosting your morale, making sure you can't possibly be under leveled by the boss fight as long as you've collected all of them by the time you choose to enter the arena. I like that. Speaking of boss fights, these things were epic, and most of them were very tough, requiring not only the aforementioned parry, but the ability to learn from your mistakes. Even tough moments in the game was like solving a riddle to figure out that it wasn't really all that hard at all. 100 plus hours well spent. So there you have it. That was my top 5. Let me know which games you beat in 2025 down in the comments section below. Which games do you think I need to beat in 2026? Let me know. Also, moving forward, every time I beat a game, I will make a review video. So hit that subscribe button to follow along in my journey. Thanks for watching. Now cue the definitely not AI outro. Fuck off!
Get wrecked, you loser!
Why me? What?
Return.
No. It hasn't.
Boy.
The coffin, the blood. The boy's sick, he needs Freya.
No.